All right, Justin. Hey, second SMX for you, but first time on the 450. Can you kind of walk me through the day for you?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, first 450 season. It's been a long one. So round 29 in the books now, and yeah, it was a really good day. Like, felt really good in qualifying. Ended up actually getting the fastest lap. It was close, but put in a really good, perfect lap, and yeah, took that into motos. Messed up my first moto start. Put a little bit too much pressure on myself to execute that, and yeah, just fought through the pack and did what I could there. Came home in 7th, and then second moto, I actually got the whole shot somehow. So that was sick, and was able to lead a few laps. That rhythm was tough, and I messed it up, and that's kind of what did it for me as far as losing the lead, and those guys were kind of in a freight train. So it was tough to get in behind Eli, because those guys were right behind me, like right there. So it was tough for sure. The pace was high up front, and those other two got around me and kind of just chased the whole time. It was good. It was a good learning experience for me. I want to be up there leading laps and fighting with those guys, and it's definitely a lot easier than getting a bad start and coming through. So overall, it was a good day, and yeah, pumped on that second moto.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, how do you kind of truly feel about yourself? It's a rookie year. Obviously, you want to win, you want to be up front, but just to look back through it all now, through the motocross season and jumping into this now, are you proud of yourself?
Yeah. Of course I am. This is kind of exactly what I wanted to do. Just have these consistent finishes, but have flashes where I'm battling up front and I can send it for a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, I've been really consistent in getting these top 5 finishes. So kind of what I wanted to be all year. Just have that solid base, and then we could take that into next year and try to build off that. So. Rookie year is all about learning, and that's kind of what I've done, and it definitely helps being in the fight. You learn a lot, and it's just a building year really for me. And when I do get the chance to be up front battling, that's when I kind of take full advantage of doing that.
Yeah, I feel like you've always kind of put a lot of emphasis through the year on your starts. The importance of everyone knows the importance of them, but I've realized that you're doing pretty good at them. You've nailed them. You did it here once again. You got that down. What do you think is it that you need to work on maybe mid-moto to continue that through the rest of the day?
Yeah, it's honestly the first few laps. Like, you really have to give it, if you get the whole shot, you got to give it everything you got. Either to try to get away, or, that's kind of what my goal was in that second moto. I was just going to sprint, but I really was struggling with that rhythm and trying to get it clean, and that's really, what did it for me. I mean, I was pushing hard, and Eli was right there, but I felt like I could kind of keep a little bit of a breathing room from him to not get too close. And the sections where he did get close was that rhythm, and he was doing that other option, which definitely helped once I messed mine up. But I think I had the right idea going, just made a couple mistakes. That's kind of what you get when you try to send it.
And then we got a couple more rounds left, so obviously maybe you got some goals for that. And then after that, focusing on Supercross. Now you're jumping out of your rookie year, really focusing next year. So what are your goals for the next 2 rounds of this, and then all of next year's racing?
Yeah, just next 2 rounds are obviously more important for points, and really just want to keep it in the top 5. A podium would be unreal. That'd be super, super cool, and that's definitely the goal. But as far as being content, I think we'll take top 5 finishes are realistic for me, and the class is very, very deep. So a lot of talent out there, and yeah, definitely got to put myself in good positions off the start, like I did in Moto 2. And going into next year, just first of all, take some time off. It's been a long year, and then going into next year, just we'll have a base. We had a good end to the Supercross season. We got a second in Salt Lake, so we have a good setting there, and try to really hone in on the training aspect and getting really fit for next year.
Yeah, and you guys have been really nonstop this year. You guys all really deserve a break. I mean, it's a topic of talk in there right now about how much you guys are going. It's like no other sport does that. So aside from riding, when you do take your break, like, what do you want to do? What do you do to chill and just hang out?
Yeah, I think trying to plan a vacation for after these 3 SMX, maybe go over to Europe for a week and kind of just get off the off the radar for a week. Just put the phone down and relax. We definitely need it, and man, it's tough. I'm not gonna hide the fact that this has been a grueling season, and I haven't really had any injuries, and that's the scary part. So it's definitely tough and tires you out for sure.
Cool, man. Well, we'll see you at the next two. Have fun. Dude, the big sender, man. You've been sending it these past few rounds. How's it? Well, first off, walk me through your day.
Really good day. I think it just started off yesterday. I had good practice yesterday, and then good start to the day this morning. I made a change in between qualifying sessions that helped me quite a bit, and then just got off to two great starts in both motos, and was able to just ride like myself, ride like I've been riding at home. Second moto, I made a little too many mistakes, but other than that, I felt like it was a day at the test track.
How's it been working with Davey? I remember talking to him all the way in Paula the first round, and I've seen the progression, and I can see even him walking around. He had a big old smile on his face today. So how's that been?
Yeah, for sure. It's amazing. We make some bets. We had the bet today with Carlos about the phone deal. So we make bets. I had some bets this year that if I didn't top 5 at one of these SMX rounds, I was screwed. Like, I was gonna be bald. I had to do this run-up Skyline. I had a Century ride. I had so many bets that I squared off today. So I'm happy. He's happy. So maybe I need to make a bet with him, though. Now there's going to be a bet where he has to do something.
Yeah, it sounds like you lit a fire under you to get back going.
No, we got some fires lit under us.
Yeah. 2 more rounds left. You wrap up the season, take a little break after that. First off, what are your goals for these next couple rounds?
I want to win one. Obviously, we go double points next weekend and then triple points. So obviously, win in Vegas is the hope. Go for the championship, but just gotta take it race by race. Being on the podium, I want it more than ever. So excited to get back to work this week and show up in Dallas ready to go.
Now I feel like if I would ask you at the beginning of the year, hey, can you make it happen? You'd probably be like, got some work to do. But right now, your confidence has to be up. You feel like you can do this, right? I feel like you can. I feel like on the outside looking in, I can see it.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I can do it. I think the biggest thing is self-belief, and I didn't believe in myself all season. The last 3 weeks, I had 3 really good weeks, and I came into this weekend knowing that I have what it takes to be up front. So that was a big thing for me, is just believing in myself, believing in the work we do, and that definitely helped us today.
And I think we see it. So cool, man. Well, good luck in the next couple rounds. And let me ask one more question. After this, we get the much-needed break. Everyone's, you guys have been ran all season long. Like, it's been a long season. What's your plans to just relax and get off the bike a little bit?
Yeah, I'm going to get off the bike, but not too much relaxing. I'm not going to take it too serious. I'm going to try and win, but I'm going to race the Jet Ski World Finals. I'm going to train for it. Maybe a little not off the bike. I need a break from like the cycling and all that, but I'll ride the ski a little bit and just try and chill as much as I can.
Cool, sounds fun, man. We'll see you in Texas.
Awesome, thank you. See you in Texas.
Shay, my guy. All right, hey, let's start with just walking me through your day from your perspective.
Yeah, it was honestly pretty eventful. Yesterday, the first free practice out, my second lap, I got a flat tire, and the mechanics couldn't leave the mechanics area. The pit carts and the mules couldn't get down to the mechanics area, so it was a big mess. I missed out on the rest of that session. Second session out, trying to figure things out, and then this morning felt good straight away. But my bike blew up on the third lap of practice this morning, so missed the rest of that. Had to change a motor, and then my second session was a lot better. We're working on the clutch a little bit, trying to get it dialed in for Supercross, and just the loads that it goes through on a Supercross track is we're trying to figure that out. But my riding was progressive really all weekend, getting better every time out, and I felt like I rode with some intensity. That's really what my goal was, is to attack straight away, and it was a good one to have not so good results. I struggled with my starts today, and just I guess against the factory bikes and the long straightaway like that, I got out-drugged. So I'm happy with my intensity. I'm happy with how I battled. I struggled first moto with the bike. We made some changes. Second moto was a lot better. Really, my first lap position on the second moto was I was pretty close to last, and made some good passes, and felt like I had a good pace for coming from behind, and on a track that was not really pass friendly. I'm pretty happy with my riding, and I think it's good for us to start and to be able to build off this, because the next 2 weekends are going to get more and more important. And I think we started out in a good position to really move forward off this.
It's interesting how being at the drag strip and having these long straightaways mixed into a track with these tight turns and the jumps, it really does come down to a drag race.
Yeah, and that's what's crazy is like the track today, the track is pretty simple for the most part, but the intensity has to be so high in order to gain time. And I felt like my intensity was good, but if your bike setup's not really dialed in, that's where it's like, hey, you can have a lot of intensity, but you're still half a second off of guys that you should be beating. So a little bit goes a long way on this on a track like this, and it'll be interesting to see next weekend how that dirt is, how the track is. Last year Chicago was more of an outdoor style track, really fast and open, but Texas I think is going to be more like Daytona layout, but I don't know how the dirt's going to be. So yeah, overall I'm pretty excited about it. It feels good to race hard, and that's what I'm excited about.
What do you think of the SMX series and the format? I feel like I don't really hear a lot of complaints, but it seems like the biggest one that we do hear is just almost the amount of racing. It's just like too much. You guys are just tired.
Yeah. Overall in the year, yes, it's too much. The funny thing is here with Feld and MX Sports working together, it was a big mess. Everybody, like, we got new timing, mechanics area, pit carts, it's like we're starting over at A1 all over again, and which we've been racing all year, and that's kind of been the issue with what a lot of people have been saying is like, dude, we're worn out. It's like we got 2 weeks off at one point, and that was like a big deal. It's like, okay, we can literally do nothing for 1 week, and then it's like, okay, we slowly get into it, and then okay, now we ramp back up. And the schedule is yeah, it's really demanding, and it's pathetic in a sense because nobody quite understands, and it's just like, oh, we're expected to perform, which yes, that's our job, but we can only ask so much out of our bodies, and that's where it's like, I mean, recovery is huge, and it's not so much like who works the hardest or who trains the hardest anymore. It's like it's a full package deal, and so I'm definitely tired. I do like the 2-day formats of the SMX. I think that's really good because like today's just so much less stressful, and we had a big break between practice and the races, which I think it's good. The 2-day fan fest, the two-day event is just like so much more relaxing. It's like we can all be present here. We can have a lot more engagement, and yeah, I think the format is good. The racing is really intense, and it's yeah, I think we just do a lot of racing leading up to this point to where now it's like it's literally all for a bunch of money, and that's not. We race because we love it, but at the end of the day, it's hard because a lot of us really need this money, which this money could be put into both series earlier in the year, and it'd be called good anyway. So yeah, that's my perspective, and I love racing my dirt bike, and I want to do better.
All right, man. Well, we got 2 more chances, so I'll see you in Texas, and after that, and after the next one, we'll enjoy a much-needed break.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
See ya.